So I'm gonna show this to next level. I don't know if you could read that, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it to our audience. So
Oh yeah.
I get this message that says, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I will be removing you from my friends list. This will be a temporary removal. I'm in the process of posting some of my bro, I can't even say that word. Proprietary work that I will also be releasing on YouTube, and I don't want any conflict of interest to occur with respect to the work we do. I hope you understand and see you back soon." So I got it now. I got to take this a little bit further back because it's kind of like, wait, what? That's not really a what the hell, but it's just like,
Well, but it is. I don't need to know who, what, when, how, anything like that, right? But like, just somebody removing somebody else because they're a creator on a platform, that's not competition. We talk every day with creators in the same niche, and we don't throw down.
right.
So go ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
So check this out. This one person posted a post. Whoa, made a post. I'm not gonna say the platform. I'm not gonna say who it is, what YouTube channel they do. Nothing like that. Next, I was gonna pick on this right away. I know he is, and I'm gonna ask you if you want to call him Karen. Call her Karen. Like, dude, I know who that Karen is. All right. So the post was, and I know he's going to know exactly as soon as I say this. Supposedly, he had 91 something apps installed on his Fire Stick.
Sorry, let me mute myself.
No, don't mute yourself. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of this. You already know, right?
Yeah, I know, Karen. Yeah.
Okay. So people are going to say, wait, who's this Karen? So anyway, so I said, check your cache in a day or two. And his response was, "I've been doing this for X amount of years. I've been doing this for blah, blah, blah. I'm 50 something years old." And it's just like, dude, I know 50-year-old idiots. I know executive idiots. I know CEO idiots. I know a lot of people that are idiots. That doesn't mean you're a, we call them SMEs, subject matter expert. That doesn't make you like, if you think you're a know-it-all because you're 50 some years old or 60 some years old, pause the door. It's like, wait, hold on a second. Get out. Don't come in, just get out. There's people out there like that. I'll share a quick story on this thing. He sent me this thing after I commented. We were just going back and forth, and I'm like, dude, I just said to check your thing. You could have easily said, hey, no problem, let me check it and I'll let you know how much cash I have left. And oh, by the way, I actually have apps that clean the cache for me automatically. Cool. Share that knowledge, dude. That's awesome. You know? But instead I got a very defensive, very, very defensive comment. And we are just kind of going back and forth. And I'm just like, why are you so defensive? I ain't defensive. Why are you being such a dick? I'm like, whoa, that went left. So I did a few months back, and actually it's been last year. I made, some of the videos of some of the best filing stores out there. Streaming Tech Now has a really, really good one, organized very well. You can read it, and it's great stuff. I've promoted Next Level before Next Level, and I have worked together because and remember this, guys. I've always been I hate filing store. I've never been a fan of filing store, but I promoted Next Level's filing store before we worked together
I was
because
kind of
he's
like
got
a
one of,
poster child of filing, though. I was like the
huh?
face of filing. That was like everywhere. I was like, yeah, I'm filing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I saw it. I'm just like, dude, there's so much stuff in here. Everything that you need is in there. Like my filing store wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Next Level. I'll say that. So Next Level, Streaming Tech Now, two top filing stores out there. If you want to throw mine in there, unbiased, whatever. But so I get a message when I did a video, and it says, oh, actually, I got a comment on my YouTube channel that said, why are you guys so scared of my filing store? And I'm just like, who the hell are you? I'm like, who is this guy? he was actually legit pissed off, saying like, they don't have the best, I have the best, I actually do work, I actually do this, they don't know what they're doing with modding and with this and that. And I'm just like, okay, Karen, have a seat. I get this email says, mine has been organized over 300 apps. I go through it daily. Some apps are my personal mods. I even help developers with some of their apps. I believe I have the greatest variety. When someone comes to me and says there is an issue with the store, I fix it. Cyberflix scrapes are bad, so I'm working on that tonight. I help their scrapers get better. I'm like, wait, you work with Cyberflix? And it continues. It's like it continues on and on and on. And I'm like, dude, why don't you just shoot me an email? Because I'm not going to go back and forth with this. So he finally sends me a message on one of the other social media platforms, and we're just going back and forth on this, right? He says, dude, I tried emailing you, but you don't answer. I know how it is. Like, you're just there with the good old boys. I'm like, good old boys? I'm like, dude, who did you email?
Good old boys drinking whiskey and rum.
Yeah. I'm like, who'd you email? And he's just like, I emailed you. This is the email that I put down. And I'm just like, that's not my email. He's like, I found it on the description of your video. I'm like, which video? He's like, the one that we were just going back and forth on. So I went to the description and I'm just like, you copy pasted this? He's like, yes. I'm like, if you copy pasted it, it would have reached me. And I'm like, you didn't copy pasted it because .com is there and you put .con. So I know that's wrong. And he's just like, whatever, man. I just copied it where it is. I'm like, okay, well, for somebody who's smart up here and does tech related stuff, if they saw that, they would have been like, hey, maybe he did a misspelling. Let me email him back. Did you get a mailer, demon? He's like, well, yeah, because your email don't work. I'm like, I get a grip ton of emails daily. It works. So he decided to pretty much unfriend me. We went past this whole thing and says, hey, I'm sorry. I know sometimes I get a little bit jumpy because of XYZ and blah, blah, blah. And just like, okay, whatever. And so he added me as a friend. And every now and then he would check in to see how I'm doing or how everything's going. I was like, cool. And he's just like, yeah, I don't know why nobody wants to talk to me or work with me. I'm just like, because you come into a defensive asshole, I don't give a whatever mode, and I'm right and everybody's wrong. I'm just like, Albert Einstein said it himself. He's not the smartest guy in the earth. He continues to learn. Years later, everyone's like, that's the smartest guy that ever lived. I don't care what anybody says. Like, the theories of what he's got and what he invented is incredible. So I don't know. It's nuts.
You know, I've ran in, and rant. I've ran into Kieran a bunch of times. You know, I've taken kind of a back seat, but I am one of the main admins in the Facebook, or was one of the main admins in the Facebook group. Yeah. So anyways, so over 25,000 people in there. And, you know, years ago when I used to post my filing store in response to people having questions or trying to figure out where apps were or whatever, he would immediately comment under mine and saying, well, my filing store is better, go here instead, this one's whatever. Like, he immediately comes off and he starts talking smack. Now, nobody's really going to be open to accepting whatever he has to say if he comes off attacking all the time. I mean, nobody would listen to what I say if I was always, okay, Rojas and I would not be talking right now if I had that attitude, or if Rojas had that attitude. And the amount of stuff that we've accomplished, I mean, what is it? Not even 6 months. I couldn't have dreamed to do it on my own. I wouldn't even have started to do any of this on my own. So, you know, the more, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to point fingers. I'm not to call names. I'm not going to, you know, bring up experiences or whatever. The moral of the story is be open and not ignorant, be professional, and always be willing to share knowledge. Because if someone comes back to you and says, hey, I do this instead, and then, you know, you're approached by somebody else and you're like, why do you do it like that? This could happen. Instead of answering why or giving the knowledge as to why you do something like that and immediately shutting them down, calling names, throwing a temper tantrum, you're not going to get anywhere. No one's going to listen to you. And you could be the smartest person in the world, but if you are not open-minded and not willing to share the knowledge that you have to prove the path that you've gone on, then nobody cares. And
Yep.
that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Because Stone Cold said so.